Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the show. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's been making headlines, sparking debates, and frankly, impacting our daily lives in ways many of us are only just beginning to grasp: artificial intelligence. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking: another AI discussion? But trust me, this isn't just about the latest chatbot or fascinating tech. We're pulling back the curtain on the bigger picture. From the massive energy consumption and environmental footprint of AI data centers to the secrecy surrounding their operations and the profound societal shifts they're bringing about, there's a lot to unpack. We'll be exploring uncomfortable questions. Are we truly in control of this AI expansion? Or are certain interests pushing us forward at a breakneck speed, seemingly without accountability? Many of you have voiced concerns about transparency, the ethical implications, and the very real impact these developments have on our communities, our environment, and even our jobs. So if you've ever wondered about the true cost of AI, why politicians are signing NDAs on data center projects, or whether the demand for AI is artificially inflated, you're in the right place. We're going to tackle these questions head on, look at the surprising truths behind the AI boom, and discuss what it all means for us, the people, who are living through this technological revolution. Let's get started. Let's dive into the environmental price tag of AI, a topic that's been stirring up quite a conversation. Many of you have expressed serious concerns about the environmental impact of AI expansion. For instance, one viewer stated, "We in TX do not have enough water for them to use." Others have echoed a more existential dread, saying, "It's crazy how much of a hurry we are to destroy ourselves." The sentiment is palpable, with comments like, "Data centers are evil, and AI is the end of humanity. Mark my words." Clearly, there's a growing alarm about the sustainability of this rapid technological growth. Now let's look at some real-life examples that illustrate these concerns. The heat generated by data centers is so intense that thermal images reveal massive heat plumes rising, creating localized heat islands that can alter weather patterns and raise area temperatures. In terms of water consumption, a single data center can use as much water as a small city, which is particularly concerning in arid regions like Arizona or Texas. Furthermore, the demand for electricity is so high that it's delaying the retirement of coal plants and prompting the construction of new gas power plants, which in turn increases air pollution and carbon emissions in surrounding communities. Next, we need to bust some myths that are circulating around this topic. The first misconception is that AI operates in a clean digital cloud. In reality, the cloud is a network of physical, factory-like buildings that consume enormous amounts of resources. The second myth is that major tech companies run entirely on renewable energy. While they are investing in green energy, the rapid pace of AI development is outstripping the growth of renewable sources, meaning they still heavily rely on fossil fuels to meet their electricity demands. As an expert in this field, I believe we must face these realities head-on. The excitement surrounding AI shouldn't blind us to the physical implications of its infrastructure. My actionable advice is simple: demand radical transparency from tech companies and local governments. We need them to publish real-time, independently audited data on the power and water usage of every data center. Until we have a clear understanding of the true costs, we cannot engage in an honest conversation about the benefits of AI. This leads us to a critical question. If the environmental costs are this high, what exactly is driving this gold rush? Is the public demand for AI services truly justifying this massive, resource-intensive build-out? Let's explore that next. Let's move on to what people are saying about the driving forces behind the AI gold rush. Many viewers have expressed skepticism about whether the demand for AI services is genuine or manufactured. Comments like, "There's no way we need this much." The sentiment is clear. People are questioning the authenticity of the demand and whether it's being driven by hype rather than necessity. Now, let's look at some real-life examples to illustrate this point. In recent years, we've seen a surge in AI applications across various sectors, from customer service chatbots to advanced data analytics. However, many companies are implementing these technologies not necessarily because they have a pressing need, but because they feel pressured to keep up with competitors. For instance, a major retail chain adopted AI for inventory management, but reports indicated that the system was underutilized and didn't significantly improve efficiency. This raises the question, are businesses truly benefiting from AI, or are they simply following a trend? Next, we need to address some common myths surrounding the demand for AI. One prevalent myth is that AI is universally applicable and beneficial across all industries. In reality, not every sector is equipped to leverage AI effectively, and many businesses find themselves overwhelmed by the complexity of integration. Another myth is that consumers are clamoring for AI-driven solutions. While there is interest, many consumers are still wary of AI, particularly regarding privacy and job displacement concerns. This disconnect can lead to a misalignment between what companies believe is needed and what consumers actually want. As an expert in this field, my take is that we must approach the AI gold rush with a critical eye. Businesses should prioritize genuine needs over trends. My actionable advice is to conduct thorough market research before adopting AI technologies. Companies should ask themselves, what specific problems are we trying to solve? Are our customers genuinely asking for these solutions? By grounding decisions in real needs rather than hype, businesses can avoid unnecessary investments and focus on technologies that truly enhance their operations. Now, with this understanding of the motivations behind the AI boom, let's explore the implications of this rush on jobs and employment. How is the workforce adapting to these changes, and what does the future hold? Let's dive into that next. Now, let's shift our focus to the implications of AI on jobs and employment. Many of you have voiced concerns about how AI is reshaping the workforce. Comments like, AI is taking our jobs. Let's delve into the societal implications of AI, particularly focusing on the ethical concerns that have been raised. Many of you have expressed strong feelings about this, with comments like, AI is a tool for oppression, and we need to think about who controls this technology. This reflects a growing awareness of the potential for AI to exacerbate existing inequalities and ethical dilemmas. To bring this into perspective, consider the use of AI in law enforcement. There have been instances where predictive policing algorithms have disproportionately targeted marginalized communities, leading to accusations of bias and discrimination. For example, in cities like Chicago, AI systems used to predict crime hotspots have faced backlash for perpetuating racial profiling, raising ethical questions about fairness and accountability. Now, let's address some common myths surrounding AI and ethics. One prevalent myth is that AI is inherently neutral and objective. In reality, AI systems are only as unbiased as the data they are trained on, which often reflects societal prejudices. Another myth is that ethical considerations can be an afterthought in AI development. In truth, integrating ethics from the beginning is crucial to creating responsible AI systems that serve all communities fairly. As an expert in this field, my take is that we must prioritize ethical considerations in AI development. My actionable advice is for companies to establish diverse teams that include ethicists, sociologists, and representatives from affected communities during the design and implementation of AI systems. This approach can help identify potential biases and ensure that AI technologies are developed with a focus on equity and justice. With these ethical considerations in mind, it's essential to explore how regulation and governance are evolving in response to the rapid advancements in AI. Let's dive into that next. Let's turn our attention to the regulatory landscape surrounding AI, as many of you have expressed concerns about how governments are responding to the rapid advancements in technology. Comments like, we need stricter regulations before it's too late. Viewer comments, Bathtub Larry, gay dude blathering about AI. Ultra Henry, oh, you re-woke AI, lol. It seems like there are mixed feelings about the discussion today, particularly around the ethical considerations of AI. Some viewers may feel that these conversations are overly focused on social issues, while others see them as crucial for the future of technology. Regardless of perspective, it's clear that as AI continues to evolve, the regulatory landscape must adapt to ensure that these technologies are developed and deployed responsibly. The push for regulations like the EU's AI Act reflects a recognition that oversight is necessary to mitigate risks and protect individuals and communities. Now, let's explore what the future of AI regulation might look like. As we move forward, we can expect more countries to follow suit, potentially leading to a patchwork of regulations across the globe. This could create challenges for companies operating internationally as they navigate differing compliance requirements. My take is that while regulation is essential, it should not stifle innovation. Striking a balance between fostering technological advancement and ensuring ethical standards will be key. Companies should proactively engage with regulators to shape policies that support responsible AI development. With this understanding of regulation in mind, let's wrap up our discussion by reflecting on the key takeaways from today's conversation. Let's now explore the societal implications of AI, particularly focusing on its impact on jobs and employment. Many of you have shared your concerns with comments like, AI is taking our jobs. Let's now discuss the implications of AI on jobs and employment, a topic that has sparked significant concern among viewers. Many of you have expressed your worries with comments like, AI is taking our jobs, and I worry about my future in this tech-driven world. This sentiment highlights the anxiety many feel about the potential for widespread job displacement as AI technologies continue to evolve. To put this into perspective, consider the manufacturing industry, where automation has already made significant strides. Companies like Tesla and General Motors have integrated AI and robotics into their production lines, leading to increased efficiency, but also a reduction in the number of human workers needed. Reports indicate that these shifts have led to layoffs and a reskilling challenge for displaced workers, raising questions about the future of employment in this sector. Now, let's address some common myths surrounding AI and employment. One prevalent myth is that AI will create more jobs than it displaces. While it's true that new roles may emerge, the transition can be painful, and not all displaced workers will find new opportunities in the AI-driven economy. Another myth is that everyone can easily adapt to new job requirements. In reality, many workers lack access to the training and resources needed to transition into new roles, which can exacerbate inequality. As an expert in this field, my take is that we must proactively address these challenges. Companies should invest in workforce development programs that provide training and upskilling opportunities for employees at risk of displacement. This not only helps workers adapt, but also ensures that businesses have the skilled labor they need to thrive in an AI-driven landscape. With this understanding of the implications of AI on employment, it's crucial to explore how we can create a more equitable future in the workforce. Let's dive into that next. Let's now explore the implications of AI on regulation and governance, as many of you have expressed concerns about how governments are responding to the rapid advancements in technology. Comments like, "We need stricter regulations before it's too late," and "Who is watching the AI developers?" highlight a growing demand for oversight and accountability in the AI sector. In real life, we've seen some countries take steps toward regulation. For instance, the European Union has proposed the AI Act, which aims to create a comprehensive framework for the responsible use of AI. This legislation categorizes AI applications based on their risk levels, imposing stricter requirements on high-risk systems, such as those used in healthcare or law enforcement. This approach reflects an understanding that not all AI applications pose the same level of threat, and that targeted regulation is necessary. Now, let's address some common myths surrounding AI regulation. One prevalent myth is that regulation stifles innovation. In reality, well-designed regulations can foster trust and encourage responsible development, ultimately benefiting both businesses and consumers. Another myth is that regulation is a one-size-fits-all solution. The truth is that different sectors require tailored approaches to effectively address the unique challenges posed by AI technologies. As an expert in this field, my take is that proactive regulation is essential for ensuring that AI technologies are developed and deployed responsibly. My actionable advice is for companies to engage with policymakers and contribute to the development of regulations that promote innovation while safeguarding public interests. By being part of the conversation, businesses can help shape a regulatory environment that supports ethical AI development. With this understanding of the evolving regulatory landscape, let's transition into discussing the future of AI and its potential impact on society as a whole. What does the horizon look like? And how can we prepare for the changes ahead? Let's dive into that next. Let's now delve into the future of AI and its potential impact on society. Many of you have shared your thoughts on this with comments like, "AI will change everything, but at what cost?" And I'm excited yet scared about where this is heading. This reflects a mix of optimism and apprehension about how AI will shape our lives moving forward. In real life, we can look at the rapid advancements in AI technologies, such as generative AI, which has transformed creative industries. As we wrap up today's discussion, let's quickly revisit the key pain points we covered and the practical solutions we can implement. First, we examined the environmental impact of AI, highlighting the significant energy and water consumption of data centers. The takeaway? Demand radical transparency from tech companies regarding their resource usage to foster accountability. Next, we discuss the motivations behind the AI gold rush, questioning whether the public demand is genuine. The solution here is for businesses to conduct thorough market research to ensure they are meeting real needs rather than chasing trends. We then address the implications of AI on jobs and employment, where many workers are at risk of displacement. A practical approach is for companies to invest in workforce development programs that offer training and upskilling opportunities for affected employees. Finally, we explored the evolving regulatory landscape, emphasizing the need for proactive engagement with policymakers. The takeaway is to participate in the regulatory conversation to help shape a balanced framework that encourages innovation while protecting public interests. On a personal note, I believe that while AI presents challenges, it also offers incredible opportunities for growth and innovation. It's crucial that we navigate this landscape thoughtfully and responsibly. Thank you all for staying with us until the end. If you found this discussion valuable, I encourage you to subscribe for future webinars and join us next time as we continue to explore the intersection of technology and society. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out. With that, let's wind down today's session. Stay curious and engaged, and I look forward to seeing you next time.